Ritvik, does Sharad Pawar's party have any aces up its sleeve? The perspective from outside Maharashtra is Sharad Pawar is always a few steps ahead of everyone. He always knows what's going on. This time it looks like even he was caught off guard.
Yes, absolutely. The meeting of NCP leaders and all the ministers, all the senior leaders has just begun, and we just saw a few minutes ago Praful Patel, the senior leader, just left somewhere. He said, I'll be back in half an hour. But everyone is wondering that all the leaders are sitting here in a meeting in YB Chhagan Center. Even Sharad Pawar is sitting and he's addressing the meeting. And where did Praful Patel has gone? He'll be coming back in an half an hour. But it is a very important meeting, very crucial meeting on the background of the rapid turn of political events which is happening in Mumbai, because this is the first full-fledged meeting by NCP addressed by Sharad Pawar. Till now, in last 2 days, we didn't see Sharad Pawar coming onto the ground and taking over the charge the way we saw it in 2019. In 2019, we saw how in just 3 days, in 80 hours, the government which was made by his nephew and then Minister Ajit Pawar, who took oath as Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra with CM Devendra Fadnavis. He wrestled back all the MLAs. He was monitoring the situation very closely, and he toppled that government in 80 hours, and he took over the charge, and he formed MVA Alliance, which is running in Maharashtra for last 2.5 years. But now the situation is not like that, because we are watching one after another Shiv Sena MLAs is leaving Mumbai. They are flying to Guwahati. Videos are coming in, bites are coming in. There are so many allegations which are being made through letters, through video bites, through
true.
Twitter accounts. And in this whole scenario, we can just see Uddhav is all he's doing is he's showing a show of emotional play. But now on the ground, Sharad Pawar has come and he has started taking all the charge in his hand. He's addressing all the NCP MLAs, and it is needed to be said that what will NCP take stand in this whole scenario.
Okay, because for the first time, and I have to say this, Sharad Pawar is looking like he doesn't hold all the cards. He's a man who never gives away what he's thinking, what his strategy is, but he never looks rattled. He certainly never looked rattled at his press conference as well. But the words that he's using, the fact that he hasn't said very much, saying things as incredulous as this is an internal matter of the Shiv Sena, all betray a certain sense of alarm, which is uncharacteristic, if I can put it that way, for Sharad Pawar. Let's take you straight across the country to Poulomi Saha, who's been staking it out outside the Radisson Blu Hotel in Guwahati, which I dare say is now the political hotspot of Guwahati at this point of time. Poulomi, the simple question, there are so many questions to ask, I don't really know where to start, but let's start with the simplest of them all. They've shown the pictures, the Shinde Sena has flaunted its strength, nice big photo op that's gone viral. Everyone's looking at those pictures and, counting the heads, 42 in all. When are these numbers going to be put to work? When is the governor going to be approached? Or, procedurally, when are they going to make that move?
Well, Shiv, the fact is that they have the numbers already. They already are past the halfway mark if we include the support of the 3 MLAs that we're speaking of since the morning, who are, of course, not here in Guwahati, but have, in fact, pledged their support to Eknath Shinde. Unless they have some sort of a change of mind, then, of course, things will play out very differently. But as far as the Eknath Shinde camp is concerned, they're looking at a good sizable chunk of MLAs. Okay, Ajay, I'll request you to please... We're getting some action over here, Shiv. We're getting some movement over here, more MLAs, Shiv. We're bringing to you live these pictures that are coming in from outside Radisson Hotel, Radisson Blu Hotel. We're trying to see if there are any more of these leaders who are, in fact, going in. Kesarkar seems to be back. Is it that was Deepak Kesarkar, who, in fact, had stepped out for a short while, who seems to have come back. There was always a lot of speculation as to where he had headed out. Some said he was in fact headed to the Kamakhya temple. He is a big Kamakhya Bhakt, and that is why he in fact had gone towards the temple. So Deepak Kesarkar, who is one of the new joinees, so to say, who came in earlier this morning, has returned to the hotel. Coming back to what you were saying, Shiv, earlier. Now, this obviously, he seems to have the numbers on paper, but he's not going to stop at that. He needs to ensure that everyone stays together as a flock, and he's going to try and take that number beyond the halfway mark. Because if you just stop at 37, and even if one or two change their mind, then the entire operation, so to say, quote unquote, that you're trying to pull off over here falls apart. So he is going to try and see if he can get more MLAs on board. He has been, of course, claiming that he can bring many more on board, and there will be many more who will be completely disaffected, Shiv Senics, disenchanted with how the Shiv Sena of Balasaheb Thackeray is functioning, will join him. So to give a certain timeline to this could be about another 24 to 48 hours that I seem to think that this could possibly wrap up within, at least here in Guwahati. Shiv.
Poulomi, you know what, the Sanjay Raut and team in Mumbai are sitting and saying that at least half of the people in that picture are in touch with the, the head office back home, which is a huge claim to make, because that's like a game changer. Any clarifications of any kind coming in from inside? I know that nobody is going to give away the reality, but any sense you're getting that ki baatcheet ho rahi hai with Mumbai?
Well, as far as the rebel camp is concerned, obviously it has been claimed by Sanjay Raut, by Uddhav Thackeray and others as well, that they're constantly talking to Eknath Shinde, to the rebel camp as well. There can be no doubt about it, Shiv, that there are conversations that are happening. But at the moment, if you can see in terms of countering those allegations, Sanjay Raut, of course, saying that 21 MLAs who are part of this jamboree over here, behind me at the Radisson Blu Hotel, are those who have been forced to, compelled to, in fact, join this gang. But the fact of the matter is, here they were in that photo op that everyone saw, 42 MLAs, Shiv Sena and independents included. So that was a message, that was a response that the Eknath Shinde camp was sending out to the Uddhav Thackeray camp. The fact of the matter is that there are MLAs in batches of 3 and 4, Shiv, who've been coming in since yesterday evening. There was that massive big lot that came in of 29 Shiv Senics and a few others earlier from Surat. But after that, there have been batches of 3 and 4. Are you forcing 3 and 4 batches of 3 and 4 to in fact come all the way to Guwahati? That is a little implausible to understand, because these are MLAs who are driving down from Mumbai to Surat, and from Surat they're staying the night in the Lee Meridian Hotel in Surat, taking the first charter out from Surat airport, landing here in Guwahati in the wee hours of the morning. So they are coming in since last evening in batches of 3s and 4. You cannot say that you are forcing them and bringing them on gunpoint here to Guwahati in batches of 3s and 4s.